You sent me a text message this morning saying that you haven't recorded a video since 2023.
This is my first time on video since having Bell's palsy, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I've had some photos, but I've never felt comfortable enough to speak on camera.
Yeah.
So this is day one.
This is taking a lot of courage.
Yeah, it's kind of bringing up some older things that I didn't even really think would come up. And I feel like at this point, I've had to put on such an armor for day to day that I almost have to completely take that off to even deep dive and think about when this first happened.
What does it feel like to take that off?
It feels good in some ways and bad in others, because in some ways I didn't think that I would ever really be able to take that off, and in other ways I didn't even think that I would get to this point here today, especially not having healed 100%. I think that when this first happened, I thought, I've been an athlete.
Right.
Like, I can learn how to heal really well. I can learn how to do things really well if I set my mind to it, like, no problem. So I just put everything that I could do to try and heal. And I think I realized pretty quickly that Bell's palsy is a very different journey for everybody that's on it. And putting a timeline on that is pretty impossible, especially when you're pregnant.
Yeah, that must have felt really daunting.
Yeah, that was hard, because when it first happens to you, for the majority of people, they heal within a couple of weeks. So for this experience, waking up with a different face is horrifying for weeks.
Gosh. Yeah.
But then it's gone. Then it's just a short little chapter in your story. But for me, I didn't even have any signs of healing for 6 months. Like, I was taping my eyes shut every single night.
Nothing.
With nothing. And I used to have to use very strong tape. So all my eyelashes were ripped out because nothing was working at all. And to speak, I would have to hold my face up just to be able to articulate.
Wow.
It was painful. I lost all 6 of my senses overnight. I was painful, even just for my husband to give me like a little kiss on the cheek. It radiated pain all throughout my entire side of my face. It destroyed my confidence, even for someone who thought I wouldn't let this make me feel ugly or make me feel any of those things. It's not even that you feel ugly, you feel broken.
Yeah.
There are things that are not properly working, and as much as you think that you can understand that, it's not even the physical part that's the hardest. Like, I have permanent vision damage in my right eye. I'm still paralyzed in the right side of my neck, so I throw out my body a lot. At the beginning of this year, I had a ton of twitching in the left side of my face, so it just made me think, is this going to happen again?
Yeah.
Is this going to get worse?
Yeah.
What is my quality of life going to be like? And especially at a time where you're becoming a mom, you're owning a business.
That's already so hard.
It's like the hugest identity change that we go through as women.
You're doing like a double identity crisis.
It was a huge identity crisis. And then I'm thinking to myself, how am I even going to be a good mom when I can't even go out in the sunshine because I can't squint? Or if there's a fan going on, it's going to completely dry out my eye. Or I can't speak. Or I can't even show emotion.
Things
I couldn't
you
even
would never
cry
think about before.
Properly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was, and wanting to look happy, or even just to give other people that. I used to like smiling at people that weren't smiling, because at least you can just give them a little bit of joy.
Right.
I had to look like I had resting bitch face for however long, and that alone was...
Our facial expressions, like, do something to our inside. If we're smiling, it makes us feel a little bit happy. But for you to have to, like, hold that in, that would do something to you internally as well.
They say there's a direct correlation between, smiling and happiness. Yeah. And when you can't do that, when you can't give that, when you can't even see that, it takes away a huge part of you. And then you are, who am I without my face, without my fun, without the normal things that I like, without... without being able to properly kiss your husband, or blow up a balloon for your daughter's birthday party, or, even just talking to people one-on-one, I had a really hard time looking people in the eye and having conversations with them afterwards because of how much issues I had with my eye. So it almost completely destroyed my communication to the point where I was unable to even just have simple conversations. And the conversations that I was having, I felt like I wasn't fully present in because my entirety of my brain was taken up by how do I get through this? How do I be a good mom? How do I still run a proper business? How do I use what I have to empower and help other women, all while feeling like I was at the absolute worst part of my life.
Like a shell of a human.
Just a shell of a human. That's exactly it. Yeah. And it's like, how can I give when I felt so empty?
Right.
But I think that that is a point that taught me a lot and showed me a lot and empowered me a lot in what I do. And in the time when I was the most broken and I thought, who is going to want help from me, like from my face, and who, you know, like who is going to want that? Like people still did, and people were asking and people were begging, people were saying, I'm not going to go somewhere else. Like, I want to see you. And I thought, like, when I first started this, everything had to be perfect. So that was my thing. We put in all the best products. Right. We make the best space. We make sure that this is our safe space for women that is perfect. But I was missing this whole other side of things of our lives aren't perfect. Right. And even if everything goes as well as it possibly can and you have your health and you have everything else, we still have to deal with really, really difficult things in life. Oh, yeah. So I think that everything shifted from a place of perfection to maybe just a place of realness.
Hey, let's just do our best.
And that's all that you can do. And you can show up in your worst day or your best day, and you can still make a good difference, and you can still help people. And in some of those days where I felt like the most broken, and I'm like, how can I do this and get through this? I would actually come home happier. And Kevin would be like, what is going on right now? And I'd be like full smiles. And I'd be like, I'm just so happy that I was useful today because it was so hard to not be able to do anything for so long. And I feel like I have like a brand new sense of gratitude towards even just being able to work and do this. And now inspire and help.
It's amazing.
And beautify other people, like help other people with their insecurities. Man, that is such a gift.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because we all have them.
Exactly.
It's almost like doing the biggest challenge by just getting out there, seeing people, seeing your clients who you didn't want to be face to face with anyone, but you did it, and that's what started to help you gain your confidence back.
And I think that that's it, is doing it and continuously doing it. And I don't think that anybody can understand it unless they've had the momentum to go through something that is really, really terrible and experience those dualities of life where you can be having everything in one hand and nothing in the other.
Right.
For me, it hurt me because when people think of Bell's palsy, they think it's brought on by stress, which it can be brought on by anything, really. They don't know a lot about Bell's palsy. And when it happened to me, I had just worked for years to have the business that I wanted. I had just found out that I was pregnant after thinking I would never be pregnant, wouldn't have a daughter. Like, I wasn't super stressed. I was actually really excited. I was happy. I was excited. I felt really good. As much as I was like, wow, this is a lot all at once. Yeah. I still felt like this is all right and this is how it needed to happen and this is going to be amazing.
Yeah. They were all happy things.
All happy things.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got Bell's palsy, I thought maybe a month. And that month turned into 2 months, into 3.
Right.
I came back to work after having no healing, freshly postpartum.
You came back to work really soon.
I was still in a diaper, working a kid's birthday party. God. Yeah, working a kid's birthday party. Oh my God. And I still remember the moms and all the daughters and everything talking and socializing. And I remember looking around that room and thinking, like, am I going to be able to have this with my daughter? Am I ever going to feel confident enough to talk even with other moms and share this kind of experience and have this kind of thing? Because in the time where it was so dark, like, I want the best for my husband, for my daughter, for my business. And if that wasn't me, I had to figure out either how to make that me or how to do something else. Right. So I knew that no matter what, Ariel and Kevin didn't need the most beautiful version of me, but they still needed me to be happy.
Yeah.
And that took a long time.
Yeah. Oh my, I believe it. Like when people think of Bell's palsy, they think of like, it's just, you know, like, oh, why are you like, you know, you can get over feeling insecure about you looking different. A lot of people, I think, feel like it's about the external, like you just look different. Well, you can get over that.
Yeah.
One, that's very hard to get over, but two, like you had so many little things that on the inside that made your life harder.
Yes. And it was just, it's hard to know your recovery. For me, I had so many things too that don't happen normally to people that happen. And I was 100% paralyzed. Like there's very varying degrees. And even though I did all of the therapies and anything that I could do, including rest and vitamins, and having already been fairly healthy, I just didn't understand. It was like, why me? Why now?
And when is it going to get better?
When will it get better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Can you, like, would you be comfortable sharing, like, how it all started?
The Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
So I was actually leaving for a bachelorette trip in Nashville.
I remember that.
And it was the first time leaving since COVID anything. I was excited. It was one of my best friends, and I was going there, of course, already feeling like the not fun one. I was 22 weeks pregnant, and we were eating tacos and stuff. And then all of a sudden at nighttime, I just kind of felt like my mouth wasn't fully closing.
While you're eating?
While I was eating.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's really weird. And then I look in the mirror, and as I'm blinking, I can see that my one eye isn't fully closing.
Were you like at the restaurant when you looked in the mirror?
We were just inside the Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
And one of the girls there is a nurse. And I was saying like, this is kind of weird. But I had seen Bell's palsy. I knew Bell's palsy.
Okay.
I knew that my right side of my body didn't feel weird or anything. And I said, I think that I am getting Bell's palsy.
You knew right away?
I knew right away.
Wow.
I knew right away.
That's crazy.
The only people that I had known that had Bell's palsy, it was a very, very quick stint with it. And it was like with massage, with acupuncture, with vitamins, and then a couple weeks they were good. So as much as I was worried, I wasn't super worried.
You're like, it's okay. This will go away soon.
It's not the worst thing in the world. And we have a doctor who used to work with, so I was sending her videos and stuff, and I was just saying like, what do you think about this?
That's also a testament that you've been through hard things, because you're like, I can do a few weeks of paralysis.
Exactly. I'm like, just a couple weeks. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's not the worst. I'm not going to let it ruin the girls' trip. Yeah. You know, like, it's about the bachelorette. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So then I decide, okay, I send her the videos, and I'm like, what should I do? I'm like, should I go to the hospital? Because I'm like, it's so, to me, it was so whatever.
Right.
And then she's like, yes, no, you definitely need to make sure, rule out anything else.
Yeah.
So my friend went with me. We did a CT scan. Got a Nashville hospital bill.
This is like you're not even in your home city.
I don't have anyone there. Not like it was. So luckily my friend came with me to the hospital, and then Kevin was on the phone trying to do like insurance and all of that kind of stuff. And the lady, I still remember the nurse looked at me and she goes, "Is this your first pregnancy?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "And you've got Bell's palsy." She goes, "I'm really, really sorry." She's like, "This just sucks." She's like, "For some people, this
Bless
really
those nurses."
And she was so good. And
what was Kevin's like initial reaction?
I think Kevin would have flown to Nashville right then if I had let him.
I believe that.
Like he was on the phone with all of my friends. He was on the phone with me. I had to wait to get a flight out of the Airbnb, and it was actually 2 days later that I had to fly. So I was taping my eyes shut. I was in extreme pain. I was trying to have no noise. Like, I'm just trying to be under the blankets. They're all still doing their activities and stuff. And
that is crazy.
I was like dying.
Yeah.
Then I had to fly home. And as I'm flying home, it was the worst my vision had been. And
that must have been scary.
For months, anywhere that I went into with like a bunch of lights overhead, I couldn't see anything inside. I was so disoriented.
Wow.
And with my hearing being... It felt very sensitive in this ear, but at the same time, I couldn't hear well.
Oh.
So I just always felt disoriented.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really eat very well either. Like I was just sipping through straws.
Like you couldn't chew, right?
I couldn't really chew. I couldn't close the side of my mouth at all, really. And you can't, the thing is that you can't move any part of this. And your mouth uses both sides of your cheeks to move food around.
Right.
So that's another thing with Bell's palsy. It's terrible for your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Right.
So I get to the airport and I have 2 flights to get to, and I can't see my signs. I can't, I can't eat. I'm traveling on like a 20-hour day. I had a panic attack on the plane, which I had never had a panic attack before. I didn't know what it felt like.
Wow.
And it felt like I was having a heart attack. And
yeah.
all of a sudden I'm in this middle seat, and I've got two guys on each side of me, and I'm thinking to myself, this Bell's palsy wasn't Bell's palsy. I was having a stroke or something, and now I'm having a heart attack.
Worst case scenarios.
Luckily, I just was able to like calm myself out of that a little bit.
Deep breaths.
And then Kevin picked me up from the airport there, and he gave me a huge hug, and he still hasn't let go of me in that way from seeing me like that today. Like he went into full caretaker mode. Yeah. And I think that that's another thing too, is that as much as our clients really built me up and stuff too, like, man, Kevin was the best support partner. And I wish that anybody going through this gets somebody like Kevin, because when I just didn't want to feel beautiful, when I didn't want to be happy, when I didn't think that I would still be a good mom or a good business owner, or I didn't think that I could be a good partner, he told me, like, you are still you. And he still looks at me like I am me before that. And I feel that. And I know that. Yeah. And that gives me the power to still be me.
And that's why your clients want to keep coming back to you too, because you are you.
Thank you.
I remember Kevin coming into the beauty bar after all of this happened, and I saw him and I just ran over and I gave him a big hug, and he was just crying. Yeah. And it was just like, obviously as terrible as it was to see him like that, I was like, Michaela's being taken care of. And like, he loves her so much, and he's going to do everything and more for you. I
can't imagine had I not had Kevin as a partner, or, having at least even one person there in your day-to-day to really build you up and tell you, like, no, you're still good. I think it really gave me even more of an importance of what we do.
He's speaking to you.
And telling you, you know? And to have somebody that sees you like that and that can empower you like that, it changes how I will do everything from this moment forward.
It's so beautiful.
Like, as soon as I was getting better from my Bell's palsy, I just wish that I had done more to help people when I was at my best. So I feel like, like now I just feel more grateful. I feel like I want to do more. I feel like I know how hard life is for some people. And I feel like
everything can change.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Like that. And as much as I know that I've dealt with something that is shitty and terrible and sucks, I know that there's worse too. So I really am so grateful. Like, there are people that we know that are young that haven't made it as far as us due to their illnesses. We've lost friends and family members and things like that. And you just never, ever know. So I'll be damned if I spend the rest of my time being miserable when
you're allowed to feel miserable, and you're allowed to lift yourself up at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that was like my main lesson.
Yeah. That's awesome. I want to know how this experience has changed your perspective of our industry.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I mean, I think that before I just had a very narrow-minded view almost, even when it came to things like this, because you can only understand things to the ability of your own experiences and stuff too.
And it's a lot of people focus on like all of the surface level things in our industry.
Yes.
Which is something that we want to pursue the opposite.
Exactly.
But sometimes it takes an experience like this to get there.
And I think that it took me so long of thinking about just myself and becoming the best esthetician or the best at spray tans or the best at teeth whitening or the best or whatever. But all that kind of stuff is great, but it doesn't really solidify who we are or our values or why people come here. And
exactly.
And once you nail that, you nail that.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, what's our why behind the what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you encourage someone else who's going through something like this?
Oh my gosh, Malia, that's such a good question.
I have a follow-up question after you answer this. That's going to be really important too. But
okay, well, I guess for anybody that is going through this, just be patient with yourself and your recovery. I mean, if I were going through this again, I would take all my time in the beginning to just completely relax, to rest my body, to take vitamins, to eat well, to nourish. There's going to be a lot of things that you used to love doing that you're not going to be able to do anymore, like just going out for a coffee with your friend or going for a walk or anything like that. So I
remember you saying, sorry to interrupt,
No.
but early on people are like, oh, let's get together for dinner, or
all the
let's
time.
go out for coffee.
Let's
and
go
you're
for
like,
lunch. That's
I
my
can't
main thing.
eat.
If you have a friend with Bell's palsy, don't invite them to lunch. It's like, it's not pretty.
You
like,
can't eat.
Girl, I barely want to talk.
That's crazy.
Eating. Holy. And it's nice. I loved getting the invites and stuff still, but
Yeah.
you need to find things that are good for you.
Right.
And in that time, for me, I liked baking. I liked watching or listening to audiobooks. And I liked watching Queer Eye. Like, that was
That's a good
literally
pick me
about
up.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about all that I did. But it was just finding new things. And I lost a lot of time with friends, a ton. I no longer was able to be like the strong eldest daughter, supportive, I got your back, I got you kind of
Yeah.
person. I had to be the person that was leaning on other people. And I think
That's
that
a really hard transformation.
it's hard in the beginning, but I think that it is your power too. Like asking for help and needing help and
Yeah.
putting the right people in.
It's a very important skill to learn.
It's a huge skill to learn, and I think it takes time, and I actually think it takes a lot of almost like maturity and stuff
Yeah.
in your own to be like,
Humility.
I can't do this. This is too much. I need more assistance.
Yeah.
And especially when you want to give the best to everybody else too.
Right. Of course. Yeah. I feel you on that oldest sibling
Right?
mentality. Yeah.
It's just you handle everything.
Yeah.
And you always have. And everything's always good and kosher. But when you go through something like this, like there's no hiding it.
Right.
The vulnerability, the everything. People know
It's
what
not
you're
only an
going
internal
through.
battle. Like you literally can't
No.
hide it.
You literally, there's no going around it. It is straight through.
Yeah.
So I think that I would say, just getting back to how I would help others with this, is that it's okay to be rebuilding yourself slowly. Like
That's so powerful.
at one point, you might just be trying to blink for a couple of months, and that seems like, damn.
Like literally rebuild yourself.
Rebuild
Building
yourself.
blocks.
And that's
baby
exactly
steps.
it. You are not going to be the same as you ever were. I wish for one day that I could wake up and my entire face would just work with ease, because it is painful. It is
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I am tired of my eye and my mouth being connected. I'm tired of my face being exhausted from talking. I love connection. I love
Yeah.
talking. I love
You're
smiling.
a people person.
I am.
You're
like-
still the sunshine
Thank
as soon as you walk in a room.
Thank
like
you.
you totally light up the room and you make the place better when you're here.
Thank you.
It feels happier when you're here.
I just wish that I could show that more. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what you mean by that, but you do show it.
Thank you.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah,
It's learning a different way to show it.
totally.
Yeah. So we talked about like how you would encourage someone else who's going through this. If you were to like view someone who's going through this and give them, little bits of support and whatnot, and the way that you would hope that someone else would, their positive self-talk going through this, is that how you talk to yourself?
All the time. I talk to myself as if I'm my daughter, to be honest.
That's amazing. Because I was thinking like this would be an emotional moment. You'd be like, no, I don't talk to myself well. But the fact that you freaking do,
I do.
that's so cool.
I do. I talk to myself as if I'm Ariel, and I think to myself, what if this had happened to her? Her life isn't supposed to be over because part of her face doesn't fully work.
Wow.
Her life actually might just be getting started even in a different way. And I think that is what I really had to come to terms with, is that I'm not hitting a factory reset. I'm a whole new person.
That is so
And
cool.
even if I felt more beautiful in my life, I have never felt stronger.
That's amazing.
So I feel like maybe this version of me will help me help more people. And that's
Wow.
really all that I wanted to do. So
That's so cool. And you are helping people through whole new strengths and you're just able to
understand before.
Yeah, you're able to see people better.
Yeah. And to just understand a wide variety of things, whether that's postpartum or family struggles or health issues or motherhood or any of these kinds of things that build us and shape us.
Yeah,
you don't go through things like this and come out the same person. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. And you've utilized it. Like, obviously there's still so many moments of every day that are so hard.
And there's so many things that I wish that I could have done better. Like, I wish that I knew I was going to heal in this time, or I wasn't going to heal in this time, because it would have made me better for the business, especially with setting expectations. It was really, really hard in the worst days where I'm waking up thinking that I get to be the best version of new me now, and then something else is going wrong. And I have to cancel my whole day, or I don't get to hang out with my daughter, or I need more help from my husband, or it's hard letting people down when your body is letting you down.
It's like gotta put you into deep pits of depression at sometimes. Huge. When you are so limited and you're not used to being limited.
And I just wanted to be able to do and give what I could have done before, and it felt like I wasn't. So I just kind of had to switch, because I think that this will still be just as good and just as powerful, but it's not going to be at the same capacity. Yeah,
for sure. A couple years ago, you told me, or I can't remember, maybe it was, I don't know, at some point in time, like, you had told me that you hold yourself back from smiling all the way.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like you do that? And like, in what other ways in life do you hold yourself back?
I don't feel like I do that as much anymore now. It seems like I do, but the issue with my smiling is that the more I smile, the more my eye closes. So to understand that, basically your entire 7th cranial nerve here, which goes all the way along your face and right down your neck, when that gets inflammation, it shuts off. And that's what shut off half of my face. When it takes a long, long time to grow back, it often grows back with misfires and misconnections. So it connected my eye and my mouth together, so that when I'm chewing, my eye is almost opening and closing.
You can feel it.
You can see it. Yeah. You can feel it. You can everything. When I smile super big, my eye closes. And to me, that was actually one of the hardest things, because in my happiest moments in life, I was losing sight of what was happening in front of me. I literally couldn't see it. And if one of your eyes isn't working properly, you can't really see it with both.
Right.
So it was like an instant, it's like every time you feel super happy, boom, you remember, I've got both, I can't, you know?
Oh, wow.
So that shut off, that immediate jarring feeling to your happiness is like, it doesn't go away. And it doesn't matter how long you get used to it. It doesn't matter how long I live in this face. I still know what that feels like.
It's an instant reminder. That's a terrible...
It's hard.
When you're like actually experiencing happiness and joy, when you're like not focused on everything that's happened to you. It's
when you're
like
purely in the moment.
Yeah. That
happiness in the moment, and then it has to bring you back to yourself. And then you feel guilty, because you're supposed to be this happy mom and happy pregnancy and happy all of these things. And, you know, the reality is that it's hard to be happy sometimes.
Oh my gosh,
especially with these extra things that go on.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I was really hard on myself, even in my pregnancy, to make sure that I was happy and I wasn't passing anything on to Ariel and not anything. And I wish that I had just taken more of a step back and be like, no, this is seriously messed up.
Feel
what
it.
You're going through.
Yeah.
Feel it more, and it's okay if you're not okay. I don't think there was any point in my life where I felt like it was okay to not be okay until that moment when I had Kevin. And it, like, no part of me as a child, no part of me in anything, any relationship beside Kevin.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kevin's done amazing things for you.
Is this podcast for Kevin? Don't tell him. Shh.
Sorry, Kevin.
I'm gonna go back home and yell at him, tell him to do the dishes.
Make me some cookies.
Yeah.
Which he has done and does.
And he will. He's probably at home making freaking homemade pitas. Like, are you kidding?
I just had one more question, and if you have anything else that you want to say too, feel free. But what's like a good one-liner that people can quote you on?
Literally, be happy now. Smile now. Do everything that you want to do now. Like, love your life, feel your beauty. Everybody that came in and was talking to me about things that they were insecure about, I felt like I could no longer see any of those things. I just see so much beauty and joy in life and happiness. Awesome. And, you know, as much as I'm still willing to fix those inner lashes or whatever's going on in there, I see the
you missed full, one inner lash.
I feel, that's how I feel now.
That's amazing. Yeah. Live in the moment.
Live in the moment. Yeah. Do all that you can of what you want to do. Help others as much as you can, especially while you're feeling good. Yeah. Because just know that life for some people is really, really hard and crappy. And I feel like we don't know how good we have it until it's
taken away. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
You
are. My gosh.
Thanks for making me talk about this and coming on.
I learn more from you every time, and I'm just so inspired by you. And like, yeah, things can change in an instant, and it's absolutely crazy. And I feel like watching you, like, I don't think you did, like you were saying, like, I wish I would have taken more time to just feel the feels, and I could see that you didn't do that.
Yes.
But having more time passed and allowing yourself to take more of those moments now, like, I can literally see the way that you interact with people as they walk up the stairs into the beauty bar. And even myself, like, I'll see you at the desk and I'm like, oh, Michaela's here.
I feel the same about you. It's safe. Like an instant. Yeah. It's like safety. It's happiness. It's like home. And you made me feel like that a lot, especially in the days where I didn't even want to come in here and I didn't want to, you know, and then you would make me feel so good and really like ask how I am. And I could see, you know, I can feel other people's pain when they look at me and they just think like, I know that they're not looking at me like, ooh, I'm so sorry. They're looking at me like, I just am sorry that this happened to you. Yeah. Like, this didn't need to happen. You didn't have to go through this, you know? And I can feel that. And I know that even when people say the wrong things, which when you first get Bell's palsy, another thing, you probably hear a whole lot of it. Yeah. But a lot of people...
Yeah, what were some of those things that people would tell you? Because honestly, I had a hard time understanding it at first too, because I really thought it was like more external.
Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing that one of my friend's moms said to me, actually in this room. She said to me something like, oh, well, my sister has always had something messed up with her face, but most people don't even notice it now. Like, even my kids, they barely notice it. And her daughter was here, and her daughter's like, oh, no, I definitely noticed that, though. And I was
my gosh. Okay. Hey, just forget about what you're going through right now.
Just so you know, I got a sister. Her face also a little not perfect, and no one knows. I was like, okay.
Thank you for that.
That's perfect. Or just people that say, like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I had some people say to me, like, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, really? Have you tried to go to sleep with your eyes open? Do you shower with goggles?
They're not thinking about at all.
Yeah.
Do you shower with goggles?
I think it was hard for me, too, thinking that Ariel would never see me with my own face or my own happiest everything as her mom. And that was really, really hard.
That's a crazy realization.
And that gave me a lot of, like, anxiety even afterwards. I'm like... Because even the way that we interact with them, like the way that our eyes light up and that we're soft or we're gentle or we teach them, you know, different emotions or...
Like it's like for their development.
Exactly. Yeah. It's for their development and that closeness and that everything. But Ariel, without a shadow of a doubt, knows when I'm happy, knows when I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
She loves my smile. She doesn't think there's anything wrong with me.
Is that so redeeming for you?
That healed me in ways that...
Like, she adores you.
Adores me. Yeah. If I hear "Mommy is beautiful" one more time, I'm going to have a lot of loonies in my loony bin. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. And it's been so sweet to see you as a mama, like, having this, like, even before you became a mom. And I'm sure, like, your perspective of everything that you thought you might be, and then to know that that's actually not what reality is now,
and that all the things that I thought that were gonna all of a sudden push me out into not being a good mom might actually make me an even better mom.
Oh yes, yeah, that's beautiful.
And like, what else could you want more than that? Like, at the end of the day, that's all. Exactly. That's what I care about, is being the best mom in the world. And the best influence for her or the best person that she can look up to. So that's my...
And you are. I see it. I see it every single time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like with Kevin especially, he has learned that I too just can't do as much as I used to. And even things like, even just being awake and up here and all looking around everything, like my brain no longer takes in the information as properly, and it reworks my face in certain ways and makes me exhausted.
Yeah.
So I think that Kevin knows that I need to take breaks and I need to take time. So normally he just takes things off my plate. He fills my cup by unloading it.
Yeah.
And
so you can just have time to rest.
Exactly. And doing the things that, you know, like the nitty gritty. I can't tell you the amount of times that I was up all day with Ariel doing all the 2-year-old things, all the fun, and then I come into clients all night long, and then I get home with 2 huge bins full of laundry, and Kevin immediately starts getting timers on his phone ready just so that I can have like a little bit of more of a chill night with Ariel.
That's
and
amazing.
Stuff too. So I think just knowing that I have my circle still, and that my circle still believes in me and pumps me up. Yeah. Like,
that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Do you feel like you've accepted this new reality?
Now? Yeah. I think that I have. I think that I'm still hopeful that I can have a little bit more ease in my day-to-day life and maybe like a little bit more back like myself too. But if I don't, I know that I'll be okay and I'm happy like this. And like I can have my full happiness still like this. So.
That's awesome.
And I didn't think I would ever say that. Like
I love that.
There's no way I thought that I would be happy unhealed with Bell's palsy.
Wow. Can you remind me too of like what is the percentage of people who heal like within a couple weeks, and then the people who heal a little bit and then who don't heal at all?
So there's some people that just don't heal at all, and it really depends. Pregnant women have only a 60% chance of healing versus everybody else normally has about a 90% chance of healing. So,
and usually if you are going to heal, it happens pretty quickly.
You start to see your results quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I did all the things they say. Sometimes people say it can be brought on by a virus or by stress or by pregnancy. I took steroids and antivirals within the first 24 hours, which they say is imperative for Bell's palsy healing.
Okay.
And then I just did all thousands and thousands of dollars worth of therapy afterwards.
Yeah.
That was physio, acupuncture,
chiro,
everything. Red light therapy, massage.
Yeah.
Everything that you can think of.
What was your like initial feeling when you kind of realized like I'm in this for the long run?
Man, that was really hard. I need to think about it in steps because for the first 6 months, I didn't see any healing. It was just like I'd had a stroke. Like my whole right side of my face was just completely hung down. And even though I was me inside and I was everything, I couldn't. It was so weird. I just can imagine how weird it was trying to even speak with me. It was weird for me. It's weird for everybody.
Yeah.
And then when I started healing, I started having some of the negative effects where I could tell that I was getting connected incorrectly.
Right.
And I think I was like looking for words of wisdom, and yet I didn't really have any, whether it was from my doctor or anybody. The thing with Bell's palsy is that there's not a lot that they can do, and there's not a lot that they can help you with. And they're basically like, okay, I'm sorry that all this is happening to you, but you just need to go home and figure out how to like live your life like this and hope that it gets better.
That's crazy.
And if it doesn't, then that's all that we can really do for you.
So it's just your body will do it itself if it's going to do it.
If it's going to do it, yeah, your body will do it itself. And I mean, hopefully you'll have the steroids and the antivirals and everything like that.
Yeah.
But for most cases, if you're going to heal quickly, you start healing quickly.
Okay.
Some people have mild cases, and then some people have them very, very severe. I had quite a few people in the Bell's palsy support group that I'm in that were pregnant also have no healing. And it's difficult because everybody starts to kind of lean on each other and be like, where are you at? But when you don't have anything positive to say, especially when you've been hitting it with everything.
Right.
It's
like you have that support from them, but you're like, I don't actually want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah. You like want to be a good guide for people so that they can see how to get through it well. And then you realize, wow, I'm not going to get through this well at all. And then it actually becomes an even better guide for people because...
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you were kind of like facing that reality of like, I'm going to have long-term Bell's palsy, was it like, okay, well, I've been doing this for a while now, I guess this is just how I'm going to live my life? Or were you like, I'm going to be like this for a while?
I think I always had hope that it would still get better. And I think that I just had to kind of take it day by day.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at it like that, like I'm never going to have I'm not going to wake up and just speak with ease. It's daunting. It's depressing. It's hard. It's crappy. You know, like I just want to enjoy the moment. I want to be in the moment. I want to be laughing and smiling.
So it's more not focusing on the long term. Let's just think about what we can do right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's how most of us should think. We don't think like that.
But it's hard. It's hard not to too. But there were definitely lots of days that I got into the nitty gritty of what it's gonna look like long term.
Yeah. Well, you're crushing it. You really are.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the fact that like you are, you know, positioning yourself more and like, how can I help others with this? It makes us so much better at what we do too, because like, yes, we're taking care of like people outwardly, but like we are creating a space where people feel welcome, loved, no matter what they're going through.
Beauty inside that shines outwards too.
Like that's what we care about the most.
Exactly.
Like we want you to get your services, but like we want you to like have your freaking tank full so that you can go out there and take care of your family. And like you've had a shitty day, well,
and do the most important thing in the world.
Yeah,
literally.
exactly. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Because even when everything's working right and you've got everything going perfectly, it's still fucking hard.
It is.
So, yeah.
Come here and get recharged.
Exactly.
Like that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We love doing what we do, but we love filling people's tanks.
Exactly.
Because we know what it feels like for our tanks to be completely empty.
We know how much that means too, and how much it is a give and take. And sometimes you're down and sometimes you're up. Yeah. Right?
There we go. That was a good way to end. That's a wrap.
And look at this cat selfie. I hope that what we're doing right now and the way that we are and how we want to be as humans for our girls and for the people that come after us and everything